All right, Mitch, you're charging for the ratty-looking guy. Turns to look at you. And normally the reactions to a giant bear charging at individuals seems to be that, you know, they run the fuck away. Or they pull out a shotgun and start blasting. It's like, this ratty, street urchin-y looking guy, like, has, like, this look of recognition of, like, and then, like, glee and pure joy. His eyes turn green, and a little bit of, like, green flame starts, like, eking out as he steps forward to meet the giant bear charging him.
I do ask a lot of it, though.
Hello and happy Saturday, friends. You gotta love the conversations during intro video, and then it bleeds over, and it's great. I am DM Daddy RPG, and that is Ranger. And we are here for your happy Saturday fun time shenanigans of Sabbat Vampireness. Our finale of Palla Grande Time begins now. It came so quick, went so fast. We had a lot of fun roleplay with this. It's very different. It's not very plot heavy like most of my games tend to be. It was just more like, here's the thing, there is a plot. It don't matter. Let's meet these ratchet little Canaanites. Oh, JenOfThieves, thank you for the 15 months in a row resub. It's been so long. But yes, we are joined today by JenOfThieves portraying Anya, Reverend Basher portrayed by Chef Corhall, Mitch portrayed by Mitch, Charlie portrayed by Artie Dear2. Jesus, thank you, Glandizzle, for 6 months of your resub. You can tell it's the first game of a new month. And Quentin portrayed by Ashley the Mage, Ashley the Rage, Ashley the Brick, Magic Ashley, Ashley the Witch. All 6. Kaboom. Did it. Here we are in Mexico. But how did we get a random hurt and a random care? Jeez, man. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to those in a second. Thank you, Glandizzle, for starting off the best ways. Mitch, tell me some stuff that happened last game, friend.
After Charlie had retreated, Anya and Reverend came in and kind of apprehended Mitch a little bit. And after Anya had threatened Mitch, Marius had taken control and was a bit sassy towards Anya. Sorry, it's early morning for me. And it's still getting everything rolling.
Yep, it's like when brain's booting up. I feel that, friend. But yes, that is indeed something that happened. Marius had words for Anya. And Anya was just a little baby. May or may not be a short that's happening on YouTube. Let's see here. Quentin, other half of Team Gangrel.
Cardinal Miranda the Baptizer, I almost called her the Basher again, showed up. Didn't come in at first. Instead, we all had a little chat outside going. She asked if we had secured the place. We did. Well, me and Charlie did. To the best of our knowledge. She introduced us to Ophelia, our guide.
Your best friend.
Who lurks in the shadows.
That there are many names associated with Ophelia.
Yeah.
And everyone.
And the only one who can speak Spanish, as we found out, is Anya.
That's perfect. Everybody thinks linguistics is a throwaway skill. You gotta make it relevant. Basher.
Yeah, we found out that the Russian lady is the only one who can speak Spanish. I found that ironic. Let's see. We had more than a few... We had to have a family discussion with and about Mitch. But once we had that done, Anya got to pick a plane, just scrolled and went in a plane. Because, you know, Inquisition is terrifyingly cool like that.
Hell yeah, they are.
And we actually got to go on a plane, and shenaniganry happened. I'm trying to save most of it for everyone else. But as we were landing, I was about to open the envelope that was given to us by the Cardinal. I'm leaving so much more because I know there's so much more everybody wants to go over.
There it is. I found the prop that I was looking for last week.
Oh, God.
And then I got moved, and I had to remember where it was again. Hello, Chi, and Anya.
Oh, well, we were informed there may be some kind of betrayal afoot in the not political at all Sabbat.
Not political at all.
Not at all. Hence going to Mexico in the first place. Ophelia took advantage of Anya's distraction and decided to try to get some intel.
The Inquisition would never take advantage.
Get some intel. And everyone, you know, just let her know the truth that Anya is like super nice and really compassionate and loves everybody from the bottom of her heart.
Yeah. For sure. Then, you know, they definitely didn't tell Anya she should look in a mirror. That didn't happen either.
That totally didn't happen.
Not one bit.
It's one of my favorite things.
It was a great
Totally
moment.
not a clip.
It was
And I didn't make a short out of it, I should. It's all about me.
Sure. I mean,
And your multicolored hair.
a little streak of red
Yeah.
never hurt nobody.
Anya got a souvenir from her Mile High Club.
Yep, with the father.
Yeah.
She was praying.
Oh,
Daddy.
Miss Time Train.
Red.
I'm trying to think how many more, like...
And Charlie,
woman.
is there anything important, since you recently watched the video, is there anything important you feel like they missed? Don't want you to be left out.
No.
Okay, cool.
I don't think so.
Heck yeah. And yeah, all right. That is everything that happened last week. And we are ready to move into uncharted territory, i.e., the Pack's first time in Mexico. So you're on the airstrip. You've landed in Mexico City. It is, I believe we determined 1 a.m. in the morning based off of Googling how long it would take to fly from Detroit to Mexico.
Yeah, it was like 4.5 hours.
Something like that.
If you fly commercial, like a peasant.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Inquisition.
And yeah. So here we are. Everybody disembarks from the plane. Charlie finally drops from obfuscate. She's been with you the whole time. Mm-hmm. Now the statements of Ophelia being like little mouse this, little mouse that, etc., but looked like they were just talking to air, seems to make a little more sense.
Are you feeling better?
Live alone time never hurt no one. I'm feeling a lot better, actually.
Good.
Was I healed at all?
No, you weren't present for any of the healings. You could heal 1 level of damage.
Okay, so I still have a big bloody slash across me.
Uh-huh. Aggravated damage.
Yep.
Serious.
Gives her a big forehead kiss.
Would you like to open our orders, or shall I?
You're holding them.
She tenses with the kiss, but relaxes.
I begin reading in the hopes that this is written in a language I understand.
It's written in Spanish.
In Spanish. Get wrecked. No.
Darn.
So pretty much, there was an interception in the Sabbat. Hey, Starfinder, how we doing, man? A Myrmidon, and whether you know what these mean or not, is Myrmidon was found in Sabbat territory couriering information from the warlord to other Camarilla agents with details of an assassination attempt on the regent of the Sabbat on their highest of holidays, Palla Grande. We need to inform the regent, but we're not sure where the treacheries lie, so we need to send people that we know have no affiliation or attachment to anyone. A pack that should be proven to be trustworthy, dutiful, and most importantly reliable should be chosen and selected with this task.
I go wider than normal. Does it give any instruction about where we're supposed to go, how we're supposed to contact the regent, etc., etc.?
Nope.
Of course not.
But Mexico City, while the highest holy seat of the Church of Cain, is a Sabbat city, and therefore should be functioning in all the normal Sabbat protocols. There are bishops, there's so on, so forth, etc. Like there's information, war, all kinds of things with which you can do. But as you continue flipping through these documents, there are a lot of there's just many questions, many oddities. There is a picture of one of the high orders of the Black Hand, one of the Seraphim, one of the 4 leaders. Jalana Jav is the Cainite's name in question. He's of Clan Gangrel. But the very next page is the Imperator Karsh of the Camarilla, also of Clan Gangrel, who looks exactly like the fucking Seraphim. And that is a Vampire the Masquerade canonical thing. They are perfectly identical kindred / Cainite.
No, that's weird.
The treachery abounds, and as you keep flipping through the pages, like there's hard evidence, but then it's also like it looks like potentially Malkavian like ramblings of just crazy conspiracy theories. Oh, hey, I've been offered a promotion for my channel. Viewers, followers, views, chat. Oh, man. Thank you. I appreciate this offer, bot. There we go. The plot revealed. 1 session left.
Charlie, did you see? What do you think?
Can I examine the paper further?
They go to hand the papers over to Charlie. This is important. 1d5.
Oh boy.
And as the papers are passed along to Charlie, Mitch, roll me a stamina fortitude roll.
Okay. Excuse me.
No, you're fine, man.
Didn't mean to cough in the mic.
How dare you?
There's stamina.
Uh-huh.
Stamina fortitude.
Oh, I didn't roll the stamina yet.
That's fine. We'll count that as the fortitude. Take no damage as the paper cuts into your hand. You are a tough, strong Sabbat gangrel boy. But as it clearly slices and you're just like, cool, whatever, paper, weak. And as you go to hand it over, however, the care package, you're like, something stands out. Something like all the voices in you that sometimes take over you kind of be like, wait. And you pause and you're passing things over to, and you're looking at like a group of suspected things, suspected other Canaanites that might be betrayers. And like one name stands out. And like you look at it and it starts shifting on the page, like right there in front of your eyes, and that name becomes the Spider. And a couple down is like the Owl, the Jackal, or the Hound. All your targets are here on these pages.
Just keep a firm grip on the book. I don't really want to get rid of this. I'm not saying this out loud. Just
Right.
why I'm gripping the book.
What are you doing? Pass it around.
I'll hold my hand out.
I'll just kind of take a really deep mental note of these. As well as I can memorize it. Do I still have the paper and pen from
You sure
Wrecking
do?
Crew?
You sure do? Why, that was only, I'm here that was just last night. You still got their paper and pen.
I hold my hand up for just asking for a moment. I'll pull it out and take some short notes on this, and then I'll pass the book.
What are you doing?
Are you going to share with the group?
Thank you for
I'll
the
gesture
gift.
towards Anya. Can I speak?
Yes, you were asked a question. I asked you a question. You can speak.
I'm just taking notes of some of my targets that are in there. So,
Your target.
just so I don't forget.
Your target. Okay.
Well, more than my targets, but
No, you said they were yours. What do you know? Me.
they're not a part of the Sabbat. What else was there that I could have learned?
Actually, if you're studying the pages, some of them are members of the Sabbat.
Oh,
Or-
they're just enemies?
Or they might be traitors to the Sabbat, but they're definitely currently among the ranks of the Sabbat. Specifically, the Spider and the Owl.
Well, I'm aware the spider's among the Sabbat. That's me.
Is it you?
Mitch, are you
Do you
trying to
have
tell me-
plans?
Can I show them the I'll clean my arm off and show him the tattoo on my arm.
Yeah.
This showed up when I was first embraced. It's like a tribal spider tattoo design. It's swirly black and green.
Showed up.
Magically.
Where is Ophelia?
Oh, Ophelia's down the strip a bit talking with the father.
Okay.
But Anya, you know Ophelia does have really good hearing. If she heard anything, she's not betraying it. The massive darkness that is Ophelia of the Inquisition seems to just not be bothered. And just having a nice, pleasant conversation with her fellow Inquisitor there at the airfield with you.
One way to endear yourself to the Inquisition.
If the spider is suspected of shenanigans, perhaps you are not the spider.
I don't see your name on that list.
More than likely, all of the packs pulled here have at least one of their members are suspected. Are there any other packs here right now that we can look at and compare to the list?
Here on the airfield with you? No. But Mexico City is the head area of the Sabbat. It is Sabbat HQ. There are going to be lots of packs, especially on the highest of holidays of the Church of Cain. So many packs coming, going, traveling. It's the perfect spot if you were going to be sneaking in to maybe assassinate some people with such high traffic and volume into the city.
There's a lot of information to take in here. I need to think about what's going on. I'm sure we all do. Is anyone else in the pack on the list, or is it just me?
You're not on the
list. As far as I know. So they don't know me as the spider?
Nope. Or, whatever it is. And as you hand the papers over to Charlie and, you're, pointing out, and it's see, this one says the owl. Charlie, on the paper, there's no the spider, no the owl, no the hound, nothing. It's just, other, Canaanites' names. When Mitch points them out to you, if Mitch is seeing other names, it's just Mitch seeing them. It's not anything that you can see.
Okay, Forest Boy. It's not what I'm saying. They're pretty normal names.
Well, this is fun. Never boring with you, Mitch, huh?
We have a mission.
Ideas for how we accomplish mission?
Well, we're in Sabbat City. I say we go ahead and just try to make our way through the proper channels.
If I were to, just guessing, plan to murder someone important people come out of hiding, come out of home for big events.
Yes.
How long is it before the Palla Grande kicks off?
The big event? Why, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Halloween, the penultimate time of Palla Grande. Tomorrow night.
I would say we have the rest of tonight to figure out.
Okay. Let's try to think about this. If we could trust
what we are doing right now, yes.
If we could trust the normal channels, the Cardinal wouldn't have sent us. Therefore, it's relatively safe to assume that at least some part of the mid to high ranking clergy between us and the Regent is compromised, or at least suspected so.
Yes, we know they have concerns.
The thing is, how do we let me back up. Do we attempt to warn the regent, or do we attempt to protect the regent?
One then other?
Yes, but if we try to warn the regent and we're called into question, we'll be, at the very least, thrown out of the city, and that's on an extremely good day.
Do you have a reason they would not trust you?
Well, obviously, there are cardinals who have questions. Therefore, who do you trust? The stranger or someone you've known and have worked for you for so long? They wouldn't give
We
us
were
the benefit
called
of the
here.
doubt.
It's not like we just showed up and picked up the case. We were called to it.
Does the regent know that?
I feel they should. If they haven't been informed already, they should.
It doesn't say who exactly? It doesn't exactly say who, does it?
Who what?
Who's the target?
The regent.
Oh, there's only one?
Yep.
Okay.
Pope. Yes.
There's not a picture of the regent in the file, is there?
There is not a picture of the regent in the pile, no. Because, let's be honest, everybody should know who the regent is.
Are you saying you don't know who the regent is? Stare.
As a player, no, I don't know who the regent is.
How, if we could locate the regent, how hard could we assume it would be to actually talk to them?
Well, that largely depends. If Miranda did, send word that she was sending a pack, you'd probably get a very quick audience. If Miranda didn't, going through a lot of channels or trying to sneak past the regents, paladins and templars, could prove difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
Would the Inquisition, who is supposed to be our guide, be able to get us past some of that, though?
Yeah, I'm gonna wander away from the group and head
Maybe you should talk to that NPC who's right there with you.
Yeah,
I'm running on the assumption she's heard the whole damn thing.
and she's playing like she hasn't, so I'm gonna wander over to her and the father.
At least you're not. No.
They both turn towards Anya as she makes her approach.
Ophelia, were you going to be with us this whole time, or is this just courier service?
In Spanish. Just remember, she only speaks in Spanish, it seems. Except for that time when she was having a private conversation with you guys in English. That's whatever you have need of me, Ductus. How can the Inquisition help you?
Did you know what was the assignment?
I know that there's heresy afoot, yes.
There's heresy. We have a reason to find an audience with the regent in Spanish this whole time. It would be easier if they knew. Otherwise, it might be difficult to get to them in time. Do you know if they know someone was sent?
I haven't the slightest what Miranda the Baptizer's plans and or machinations are. I was just tasked with coming along with the pack that was chosen.
Okay.
If you would like, we can try to see if His High Holiness would be amicable and able to meet. I imagine he's probably busy rehearsing for tomorrow, currently.
Probably. I think someone of your status, of course, would have an easier time getting a hold of him than I would.
Yes. And are you all prepared for the High Holiday tomorrow as well? I'd love to see what performance your pack does in reverence to our Father.
Well, We did come in a bit of a hurry. We didn't have much chance to rehearse.
You weren't gonna prepare something for your local diocese?
I'm not really sure what Reverend Basher.
That's more of a priest thing, I understand.
I trust him for all of our spiritual needs.
Indeed, you are wise to trust in your pack. You can empathy that if you want.
Oh, sure.
If you want.
I'll come away just believing her entirely again.
Probably.
Yes,
Hey, Matt.
Chef.
Out of character, is the regent male or female? Because I could have sworn I read somewhere that the regent was a woman.
So there have been many regents throughout the time of the Sabbat. Currently, the regent is a... Do you have were you one of the people that have politics, Chef?
I am.
Give me an intelligence politics. It's kind of veiled. We'll do a roll. Subterfuge.
I used up all my 10s.
Good.
Already!
Huh? I mean, she's not lying about it's good for you to trust in your pack, but you get a sense of, like, you shouldn't trust your pack off of that. But, so she, like, means it, but, like, she also doesn't mean that. Like, there might be something wrong. Timok the Jackal is of Clan Gangrel, an antitribu, a city gangrel, if you will. A member of the Orthodoxy, an up-and-coming rising faction of the Sabbat that places more emphasis on the Church of Cain aspect than the Army of Cain aspect. He believes, in the faith, and that priests should be the leaders, and that the Inquisition is more important than the Black Hand, so on, so forth, etc. He is a very devout, faithful Cainite.
Is there something I should know, Ophelia? About my pack?
I'm still figuring that out. Most of your pack is fine. But one of them, questions.
Do you feel inclined to share which one?
No, that's my job, not yours. If you can't suss out who's potentially dangerous in your own pack, what does it say about you, Ductus?
Well, I've been mostly occupied by one of them recently.
She wanders away to go make phone calls.
I'm chatting with Basher right now. Reverend, this is my first Palla Grande. What kind of performances are we going to do? This sounds pretty fun. I'm excited.
Mitch, Palla Grande is everything. When I was human, it was everything I wished Halloween could be. Except for now, the monsters are real, and they're us. There is nothing we won't or don't do. It is time to revel in being Cainite. It is time to savor the power that Cain has given us. It is time to make friends, memories, to just come and revel in the sheer joy of what it means to be Cainite. And honestly, I'm still kicking. I'm trying to narrow it down between 2 or 3 different things we could do for Palla Grande. One of me says, one part of me says we could easily try to do some sort of, like recital from the Book of Nod, trying to, act out a specific passage. I don't know. I'm just really thinking maybe, the third generation slaughtering the second. Just because it seemed appropriate. Then, with all of this coming up, I also am sort of sitting here saying, is not our best performance and showing fealty and understanding of Cain, shouldn't our duty to the Sabbat be a living testament to that? Doing this, protecting the region, protecting the church, acting out our direct fealty, and caring for the Sabbat and its members, would that not be a better demonstration?
Chef, roll me willpower.
Oh god. Nothing good comes from being told to roll willpower.
That's not true.
You could waste all your tens and be totally fine.
Damn.
All right. You feel somebody attempting to get into your head, Asher, via telepathy. It's not like a forceful way. It's more like, like the knocking. With your willpower roll, you can decide to not let them in if you don't feel like it. If you don't want somebody in your head at the moment. But at least they're being polite and knocking.
Hang on a second. Someone's trying to reach out to me mentally. I'll be right back. Charlie, would you mind mentioning this to Anya while I take this call?
My pleasure.
Thank you. Hello?
That would be very lazy, and I am disappointed in you. The voice of the father ringing through your head. Also having just overheard from far away your conversation with Mitch. And then the telepathic conversation just cuts off there. And from like 20 feet away, like should be out of earshot, the man in a priestly outfit, just shirt, collar, just gives a small wave as you go to touch your head. Just like, Proceeds to going back to talking with Ophelia and Anya.
Never mind, Charlie.
Okay. Change of heart for.
But at least that's just his thought, his perception, his opinion. I mean, you can do whatever you want. What would the Inquisition possibly do?
You really think it's a good idea to keep something from Anya, of all people?
No, it was so short that I could tell her without her having to pay attention to everything else while I'm indisposed.
Ophelia comes walking back up, and she's like, I know where the regent is. I was not able to confirm if he would be accessible or not, but at least we know where he's at.
How far away is it?
About 30 minutes drive. It's a little bit outside of the city.
Don't tell me we're going to Reynosa.
Do we have somewhere to spend the day?
Well,
Or should we be
there are many places, safe havens. All are welcome, and there's many lodgings for Canaanites, given, just how vast and wonderful this high holiday is.
It is my favorite. Okay, you want me to go speak with the pack? We may try to reach out to Regent ahead of time. Earlier, probably better than tomorrow.
You mentioned there's ziggurats in the distance. Are any of them
hell yeah.
unoccupied?
Unoccupied? I'm not certain about their uses and whatnot. Again, like that's more of a bishop question more than Me and a traveling inquisitor.
Well, where would I go ask a bishop? Would you know?
Pulls out her phone and walks away again. It's a good thing you can't see her face.
Anya will wander back to her pack because clearly.
Can just feel the heaviest of eye rolls.
Hey, Mitch.
At first, I wasn't asking in character. I was just rolling with it, so
I thought you were. I thought we were all in character at the moment. My bad.
that's okay.
Hey, Mitch, why are you asking weird questions? We could just stay somewhere normal.
No.
I was just looking for somewhere outside of the city to rest. I don't like resting inside of cities.
Well, you may have to take one for a team.
This is a pretty damn big city, Mitch.
Anya's just like giving everyone an extra long assessing glare. Always?
I should make it known. One of the ideas I had for our performance tomorrow was brought into question. So
Was it stupid?
Depends on the manner you look at it in. It's a question of, are we trying to go with orthodoxy, or are we trying to go with, actions? Actions are the ultimate expression of faith.
What do you want to go with, Reverend?
Well, at this point, I was debating we'd try to do some form of reenactment from the Book of Nod, but I'm still kicking around what that might be. My original idea was the destruction of the second generation by the third.
Oh dear God, that's so boring.
Do you have a suggestion?
Templo de la Araña.
No,
Templo de la Araña.
something better. What kind of performances are usual for this kind of thing?
It is usually portrayals of things, stories from the Book of Nod, stories of the Dark Father Cain, stories of how the Sabbat came to be, so on, so forth, etc. Just reenactments of things of historical relevance and religious, spiritual relevance. Some of them are just portrayals of cruel acts and being monsters. It's pretty much whatever the pack feels like performing and showing off to the rest of the gathered, assembled Cainites.
How many packs normally convene?
Travel to Mexico, make the grand pilgrimage to the highest holy city a lot. No, not all of them, because that would leave all the dioceses vacant throughout the world. But usually it's somewhere roughly between 80 to 120 packs. All in one city.
Be more creative, Basher. There's going to be 18 Book of Nods.
Well,
Ophelia comes back up to the group and hands over a small sheet of paper to Mitch. And you can't see her face, you can't see her features, but it feels like she's staring at you hard as she hands it over.
Is it like an envelope, or is
It's
it
just
a
a folded slip of paper. Not even a full sheet of paper, just like something she jotted down a couple things and has folded it and is handing it over between two put together fingers.
Gracias, Ophelia.
I'll tuck it in my coat and walk away to go look at it.
Deny.
Where are you going, Mitch?
This is probably important. I should look at it by myself. I feel like it's only for me.
In Spanish to you, Anya, it's like, it's just the location of a vacant temple.
Sure, go be important somewhere else, Midge.
Well, if we don't want to do something from the Book of Nod, then we're going to have to go all out, and I mean capital A, capital L's, in terms of either another reenactment. I don't know. I'm trying to think if we don't have any. There's no Camarilla agents around here, or Camarilla around here that we could kidnap and just, you know, have a reenactment of a siege. More's the pity.
No, I
I'm
mean,
just gonna
public execution
point at
of
the-
traitors might be fun.
Okay. If you can... I am so incredibly down for that. That would be like the whole actions, you know, action is the peak of faith kind of thing that I was trying to put forward.
Also would be fun. Anyway, we know where Regent might be, just not whether he will be available.
Seems to me... Alright. It is approximately 1:30.
We'll go with like 145 now.
Okay. It's approximately 1:45. At this point, the sooner we get word to the Regent through whatever means, the safer he can be in terms of having time to take extra precautions, etc. If we find some traitors, honestly, Anya, I think the public execution would be fan-damn-tastic.
Or just shower of ashes.
Or both? I don't know.
Are they old? How old are
Well,
they?
We'd have to find out. I know the Mexican Inquisition was rather notorious for use of fire.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
The destruction of heretics and traitors. Since we're in Mexico, it only seemed fitting to try the local way. Or we could go the Aztec style and use an obsidian knife to literally rip their hearts out.
I was thinking we could just eat them, but okay.
Well, the Aztecs did eat them.
Ripping
We
the
could do
heart
both.
out.
So, where's the Regent located?
What exactly are we doing, Reverend and Anya? We've been standing here talking about what we're doing, but we're not actually doing anything.
Says the guy who demanded the address for a vacant temple. What do you need temple for, Mitch?
It's just a place outside of the city to rest. But
Not saving
if
Regents,
we're going
so we're
to
all off
protect the
topic
region,
now.
we need to do something.
Okay.
So,
This arguing is getting us nowhere.
should we hunt these people down, this list? Should we gather them somewhere, figure out what are we doing? Are we giving no warnings? If they're suspect, are we just terminating them?
Yes!
Priority, protect the Regent. Second priority, find targets. Find targets, immobilize targets, make an extremely violent spectacle of targets.
Do you have problem with taking out targets, Mitch?
No, I'm kind of antsy to get there.
Why?
He
I
wants
like
to
a
eat.
good hunt.
But you just ask, oh, why this is not a public trial?
No, I wasn't asking why, I was just asking if we were doing it, how we were doing this. I just needed to know what we were doing.
We're going to warn the Regent. I recommend we try multiple methods first, i.e. one of us is trying to go through the local clergy and to reach out to try to secure a meeting with the regent as the others start getting us closer, and hopefully if we can't work it out, the Inquisition is willing and able to at least have us heard by the regent, if not necessarily in a full audience. Any form of warning at this point would be far better than the no warning we believe they currently have. So, who would like to drive? Who would like to make phone calls?
Who are we going?
What are you driving?
Quite sure we could find a car somewhere.
Do you know how to steal car?
I know how to tell the driver of the car to do something that I want them to. That's not theft, but it works.
It's fine. Just get out of the car.
That's how I brought Jay.
Yes, valuable addition to him.
Quentin.
Okay, well,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, instead of standing around here with our dicks in our hands, can't we just get a move on?
Yeah, I was
What is
gonna
your
get to
plan,
the same
Quentin?
thing.
Have you been listening?
Quentin, would you like to go off with me and hunt down some suspects and gather them somewhere?
Okay, how are you going to find them?
I can fly and look. I can see pretty well in
In
the dark.
city of how many people?
How many?
I don't
tens
have the
of
Google.
Millions?
Well, I have more eyes than my own as well.
Yes, you do. However, let's call it 10 million people divided by 2 eyes versus 10 eyes. Either way, the odds of you finding this one person, and assuming that they're not actively hiding, is infinitesimally small. Our mission must come first. If something happens to the Regent, while we were tasked with trying to help, warn, defend the Regent, we will be lucky if all that happens is we get staked and burned.
We have a list of
I
people
know,
to look
okay.
for. It can't be
Yes.
that hard to narrow down.
Let's...
You know,
I'm
Basher?
not-
Wouldn't it be easier
If he wants to
if-
spend all night flying around Mexico City, we can go try to warn Regent. He can waste his wings.
All I'm trying to say is perhaps we get more done if we're all working at different things at once right now. I'm not good at talking to people or politics.
While I understand your point, Mitch, I would also say that anybody on that list is going to be stupidly powerful.
That's
The
fine,
concept-
Basher. If he wants to wander around looking for people on list, we shouldn't stop him. You should take Quentin. Quentin, you go with her. You can do wings.
City Gangle would have better chance, theoretically. But the mission comes first. Ductus, would you please inform the Inquisitor of our plans? And, Matt, would I have any phone numbers or knowledge of how to reach someone in the clergy? In Mexico City?
No. In Mexico City, you would not. You know who they are, but ways to reach them? No. You don't operate in Mexico. You've never, been down here. You're from Ohio, dude.
Okay.
You say, will you
Very
please
well.
inform the Inquisitor? The Inquisitor, who's, standing there next to your group, kind of, turns to, look at you, Basher.
I'm sorry. I thought they were still over there.
No,
Okay.
she came up with Anya. The father is gone. But
Okay.
Ophelia, your
That's-
shadow friend.
That's my mistake there. So
all
I'm
good.
gonna go ahead and pretend it and say that particular stupid thing.
Oh, yeah, no, I've been moving the icons for you guys so you see who's where.
Okay.
So how
Very
is
well.
not their plan? Basher, Charlie, and I will see if we can get an audience with the Regent. Quentin, Mitch, we'll fly around.
Let me try and narrow down the search just a little bit first. Quentin, you know the cities a bit better than I do. If you were going to ask any beast here,
I've never been to Mexico City, Mitch.
do you think
I
rat?
don't know.
Some kind of bird?
Ask the axolotls. They know everything.
Mitch, you seem to be forgetting. I can't understand you when you shift into an animal.
I'll be right back.
I can't. What makes you think I can speak to other animals?
The shadowy mass of the Inquisitor turns towards Quentin. Mitch is asking, if you were to ask animals in cities for information, which animal do you think would be the best one? As you know cities better than him. Shadowy figure turns towards Mitch. Is that correct?
Yes. Exactly.
Turns back to look at Quentin.
Pigeons or rats? I mean, they're kind of everywhere.
Stray dogs.
I'll take Anya's suggestion. I'm going to use beckoning to call all the stray dogs I can over.
Roll it!
Alright, what's the roll for beckoning? Is it animal ken manipulation?
It is. Let's look at your handout. Mitch notes. Beckoning. Charisma survival.
Man, I thought I had it memorized.
It's all good, man.
Used to.
Manipulation animal kin is for talking to them. So that's probably where you got like the cross up.
Three successes.
Hell yeah, 3 successes. I'll let you know when the dogs show up.
Wait for my informants to show up, I suppose.
Miss anything from me?
Yeah.
Mitch and Quentin have enacted their plan of beginning to scout.
By the way, where is the Regent located? Because that way we can meet up with you guys there if needed.
The region is at a temple 30 minutes south of the city, preparing for Palla Grande events that kick off. Well, the big events that kick off tomorrow.
Charlie, do you have any thoughts?
I will do as whatever you need me to.
No, that's not what I asked. You are smart. You are a journalist. How would you find information?
Ask
Sure.
around.
Share your wisdom with Mitch and Quentin.
Well, don't be afraid to be friendly with the locals. Somebody has to know something around here. Everybody knows something. Play around in the shadows. Don't be afraid to not be yourself if that's what gets people talking. Keep a keen eye. You never know who's watching.
Mitch is no stranger to not being himself.
Be earnest, but don't reveal more than you need to.
Artie, give me an intelligence roll. Just intelligence. One success is all you need. Anya's like kind of like asking us like, what would you do? How would you find the scoop? And like you go through, you be yourself, you investigate, you find things out, and the journalist brain kind of just kicks in. You call people you know that might know some things, and you like pull out your cell phone and walk and like take a couple steps away. It's like you start going through your contacts, your influences, those backgrounds that matter on character sheets that maybe might give some information to the current dilemma and situation. And Oh, with that one success, man. One of your contacts comes in and is like, you're looking for things and like people and important things that might have come into Mexico City recently, and like you get emailed a list of things, and now not all of them make sense. Like there's a bunch of things from like Detroit, Sabbat cities that are Sabbat cities. There's one that kind of stands out. There's recently a shipping container shipped from Atlanta that actually made its way into Mexico City. And Atlanta is a Camarilla city. And if there's Camarilla people coming to kill Sabbat people, that's a lead.
Or, if you like me and you know people beforehand, I'll swipe to the email. Show it as I'm talking. There's some cargo that recently landed in Atlanta City. Atlanta's a Camilla city. So, spread your little wings and fly. You got yourself a lead.
Look at you,
from Atlanta. Not from Atlanta, not to Atlanta.
Yeah.
To Atlanta. You got yourself a lead.
Look at you, sweet girl. Pets Charlie's
Good job,
head.
Charlie. Great thinking.
Totally did not forget about my own background. Out of character.
Perfect. A scent to track.
What do you say, Mitch?
There you are.
Thank you, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say you were sorry, by the way?
I was kind of waiting for a better moment, but yeah.
There's
I'm
no
sorry
better moment
about before. I didn't mean to attack you. I kind of lost control again.
Oh, it's all right. Like I said before, life's too short. Life is too short to hold burdens.
I appreciate
I just care a little less about your personal problems now. That's all.
Fair.
Rubs Charlie's back.
Matt, would
Yeah.
I be able to use my 3 points in contacts to try to help follow up that particular lead that Charlie had as to like where in Mexico City that container
Contacts,
might...
no.
Okay. Stop it.
This was using influences, which is how you manipulate mortal society to do things, and so on and so forth. Contacts is for different approaches. It's for gaining information, gaining more details of information, but you don't know the right things with contacts to ask contacts for help, or else I would have added more to Charlie's role because she also has contacts.
Okay then.
But I like where your head's at. Again, everything on your sheets matter.
Since, like, cargo ships, maybe used to, like, smuggle shit, would my underworld lore...
Yeah,
Give me
that's what I was
anything.
gonna add too.
What? Underworld lore with underworld things in an underworld city? No way.
Okay, just checking.
Roll empathy on that.
You may roll
You
your
know I don't have that.
you may roll your underworld lores if you like.
Is it intelligence?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So the current plan is Anya, Basher, and Charlie are going to go try to track down the regent and get an audience, and Mitch and Quinnen are going to go investigate this shipping container from Atlanta. Is that correct?
I'm waiting for the dogs to show up before I take off.
Fair. 3 successes on underworld lore, 1 success on underworld lore. Yeah, there was a shipping container. It's weird though, because like the details that you're getting, it's weird though. It seemed like it was like a mostly empty container. There's only like maybe like 800 pounds of whatever was in the container, which, isn't anything. Why would anybody just ship like a practically empty container internationally? It's weird.
Does it have like dock slot or whatever it
It
landed in?
is in shipping container, blah, 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 over in this area of the city. So on, so forth, etc. There's no docks because, Mexico City is very inland, but...
It's very landlocked.
You know what I mean? I mean, like,
Grain yard then, wouldn't it?
freight docks. Freight docks are still docks.
Right, and they've let you know where the shipping container yard that thing went to is.
Cool.
Okay.
Reviews information with Mitch and Quentin.
Many awoos. Not danger awoos, not werewolf awoos, but the Twilight Bark has begun as a herd of various street dogs come running down the airfield. People start, the people who work the airfield seem to be trying to run and corral them because, oh my god, dogs on the airstrip. This is bad. Why are all these dogs? What is happening? What is going on? They're not able to overcome the massive dogs that come charging up to your group.
I'm crouching, arms stretched out wide, waiting for them.
Oh, Matt, question real
Yes.
quick. When we flew into the international airport, right?
You flew into not an international airport. You flew it. Yeah, it's a private airfield.
Okay. I was trying to figure out how central to Mexico City we were right now.
No. The Inquisitor did not drop you right into the heart of the city.
Thank God.
For various reasons. Mitch, you have about 20 dogs of varying sizes, heights, breeds, etc. that come running up into your loving, waiting, outstretched arms.
I'm going to use
Anya
Feral
takes
Whispers.
12 steps back.
All the tails a wagging.
And who has the book? Can I see it for a moment, please?
It should be Charlie that has all the documents.
Yes. Totally pass back to Mitch.
I'm going to open the book to the page that I saw the hound on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to point at it and using Feral Whispers and tell all the dogs, hey, find this one for me, and when you do, just don't be quiet. Keep howling, keep barking, just make it loud.
Good boys find things good.
I also look into the eyes of one individual dog
Okay.
and say, once you find this person, can you please... And I don't know. Can you please make sure that at least some of you try to come back and tell him in person, not just scream?
Come back here, tell him. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh no.
And it's telepathic, so nobody heard me say a word.
The dogs break off, charging into the nearby city.
All right, Quentin, you ready to go to the harbor, see what this shipment's about?
It's not a harbor.
It's just a freight yard. There is not a...
When you said
there's not
freight, I thought like a freight ship.
No, I know. I get
Geography
it.
is not my strong
Yeah,
suit.
no, it's all good. That's the thing that's happened with 3 people now. It's guys, Mexico City is in the middle of Mexico. There's no land. There's no sea.
What a
This is in-
beautiful
this
ocean
is in
view.
character,
Stop
you
it!
know?
You're just confusing them more. All right, cool, perfect. The dogs have gone off to go hunt.
Yeah, Mitch, all right, let's go ahead and head over to the freight yard and see if we can find this shipping container.
I'll turn into a vulture and begin flying.
I'll go ahead
Spend
and
your
use
blood.
my-
I'm not going to require the actions, but the blood is important.
Yep. So you're turning into a vulture, I'm turning into a bat. Let's go.
Team Gangrel away again. Quentin gonna get punched out by teenagers.
I was gonna say, I hope they're not
Again.
my teenagers.
Oh, I was speaking telepathically with the dogs.
Yeah,
So, did Basher understand what I was doing? I guess he probably
Nope.
has feral whispers too, does he?
It doesn't
No,
matter.
did
It's
not.
telepathic. Drop my vape. Sorry about that. Okay. Team Gangrel blasts off again. Hell yeah, they do. All right, who wants to go first?
I will let the other three go first.
Word.
Haven't heard anything from Basher in a while. Why don't you go first?
Sure. All right, so Charlie, Anya, and Basher go venturing off to go find the Regent.
While
does
they're doing
Ophelia
that, I'm
come
gonna
with
go
us,
get
or does
more to
Ophelia
drink.
stay? Does Ophelia come with us?
Ophelia does not come with you, no.
Oh. Okay.
Anya would invite her if she wanted. Because
Her-
we're not.
Well, you can't see her eyes. Her head is turned to watch the vulture and the bat fly off. And, like, her hands come out from her robes. She takes off, like, a ring that, a scarlet ring that has the Sabbat logo emblazoned on it. And just passes it off. It's like, that'll serve as passage for you if you need it.
Very smart.
Do not,
Thank
do not wear it.
Okay.
Girl pocket. Nice. She kind of just like, she kind of slowly just like melts in front of you. Anya, you know like what she's doing because you have obtenebration natively. And just kind of like a mass and pool of shadow just starts making its way behind the bird and the bat that flew off.
Anya seems to think about that for a second and then like,
All right.
No matter how old I get, the variety of powers and abilities of Canaanites will never cease to amaze me.
I still will not teach you.
Still will not teach you. I love it.
All right. Hold on. Let me make sure I have the map set up properly. As you approach a mighty vast temple of some kind on the outskirts of the city.
It really is beautiful. I can understand now.
It is.
What?
It is massive. It is vast. There is a lot of area and terrain to cover.
Would Anya know that this region in particular is kind of, you know, churchier than
Oh yeah,
Swordy?
it's very common knowledge.
Okay. All things considered, I think Basher, you should do the talking, so do not fuck up.
Have I told you how much I truly adore just your completely baseless, utter confidence in me?
No, you should appreciate me more often.
I keep offering, you keep saying no.
When do I say no?
Every time I ask you if you'll teach me a tenebration.
No.
See, told you.
That is you appreciating what I can do. Not me for me. Do
Anya,
not be-
the kids are here. We agreed not to talk about things like that with them present.
Charlie needs to learn all that life has to offer.
There's more than mystery?
Oh,
Everything's a
oh
mystery.
yes.
Lots of things to uncover. Have you had sex
Yes,
on plane?
mysteries.
What did you just ask her? No, like, I did not hear you clearly. What did you just
Oh,
ask?
she just asked her if she'd had sex on a plane.
Recently?
Ever?
Can we make that one?
Yeah, there was a few times in the past.
I love you more and more. Must be my favorite. Basher cover ears.
You act as if somehow I am in any way shocked by this. Anya, I lived a full and interesting life before I met you, so...
Only more interesting after.
As you guys stand there, as you guys are standing there talking and doing your usual pack bantering and everything, a strikingly gorgeous woman in a red, like, cloak kind of, like, steps forward, coming down the steps, or from somewhere. Just like, hello, brothers and sisters.
You're gorgeous.
Thank you, I tried.
Well, hello.
An
Clearly.
incredibly good evening to you as well.
How may I help my fellow Canaanites?
We have something of a sensitive message we must pass to the Regent.
Oh. Well, what is that message? I can take it to him.
I glance at Anya.
Unfortunately, it seems to be more sensitive than that.
Yes, we were sent by Cardinal Miranda the Baptizer.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I am Cardinal Vulgari, and as I'm at the same station as Miranda, you can trust me, and I will relay the message for you. And Chef, give me a willpower roll.
Saw that one coming.
Oh no.
6.
Jesus.
Fuck.
So, Chef, you are hit by a power called Love. It is an elder level presence power. You have a 3. You essentially will be acting for the rest of this scene as if you have a 3-point blood bond to Cardinal Vulgari. You'll do anything for her. Anything she asks, any whim, any want. You are her happy, submissive subject. And she asks you again, what's the message?
Oh,
In Toreadors.
okay.
Okay.
He's speechless in her presence.
Yeah.
I have
is
to pull
hot.
my tongue back up. Without lying or anything, or without stretching the truth beyond what could reasonably be done as a colorful metaphor, I explain everything. I pass all the information along.
I will
using
allow you. I will
every
allow
form
you
of
to
guidance.
embellish to make you sound even better if you want.
Yes.
Anya, Charlie, how long do you let Basher begin to blab the top secret mission that you're on?
I'm gonna
Not long.
drive my heel into his foot.
Actually, Charlie, you have something you can do even better than that.
Save me?
Your quietest level 1.
Your
you can
quietest.
You can literally just be like,
Damn it.
Like a sentence in, I'm grabbing him by the back of the neck like I'm scruffing him like a cat.
What do I roll for silence of death?
You roll. Love it. This is great. Charlie notes. Nothing. You just spend what? You just spend a blood. You just spend a blood.
Fine,
That's it.
alright.
There's not even a roll.
There goes the blood. And I'm also driving my heel into his foot. Like, shut the fuck.
Okay.
That's even better. I love it.
Since I haven't had this done to me before, I need a little guidance here. I am her loyal and willing servant. I'm assuming I would know the range of Charlie's quietus.
You would,
Right.
but the problem right now is that Anya scruffed you. So you can give me a
Anya's
strength check to try to break it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
You do have to.
I gotta.
So you get like a couple words in, and all of a sudden, all sound just like leaves all sound is no longer coming from you. Anya instantly scruffs you by the back of your neck. So Anya versus Basher, strength checks.
Yeah, you're probably gonna win this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Tie.
Not a tie because Potence applies.
Oh, never mind. That's right.
So do I win?
Doubtful.
I just realized what we were saying there.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
not win. You try to break Anya's grasp. Anya's very potent, tiny Russian delicate hands just are unwavering in keeping you still. So, what would be the first 5 words of what you are telling the Cardinal before you get cut off?
We were sent to warn.
Sent to warn, and then like immediately cut off. And the Cardinal's like, "Oh, well then. See, that's all you had to tell me. By all means, please." And she'll move out of your way and gesture for you guys to go up.
Yeah, my mouth keeps moving. I'm still trying to tell her and looking at her the entire time. Jen, can you do me a favor? Can we say that you've actually like lifted me about an inch off the ground?
I will flag you.
Oh, damn it. I was trying to say like my feet were still like thrashing, trying to like puppy love. Oh yeah, I'm this is horny high school teenager trying to talk to the really pretty lady.
While being drugged by the other really pretty lady. Okay.
Yes, but I don't have a 3-level blood bond to Jen. Although
Yeah.
Basher now.
Dragging him past.
I'm gonna glance at the woman as we walk.
Oh no,
Just
be
the
careful.
sweetest of smiles from Anya.
The sweetest of smiles right back at Anya. A small little wave
Anya?
to Charlie.
Anya, since you have your hand on my throat, you can hear me like you can like feel me going. Oh, it's pathetic.
Feel the-
It is.
I'm gonna
it is
squeeze harder.
Charlie,
Gonna squeeze as
Charlie, you're looking at beautiful woman. That's
I was
what you
gonna
said.
try and do aura perception.
Oh yeah, you totally do aura perception. That would require
Aura
you looking at the
perception.
woman. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Perception,
no.
empathy, difficulty 8.
Uh huh.
Shit.
One
You at
success.
least got one.
Yeah, one success. That's what you need.
That's enough.
Find my vampire core book. Here we go. Ah,
The core book.
the older than you and Artie Vampire the Masquerade core book.
Oh my god.
That's, yeah.
the things that book has seen.
The things this book has done. Let's need
And it's
to-
about to do.
And is about to do. All right. It's
Still
too
like 5 years older than me.
Boom. All right. So aura perception. Her aura colors are purple, brown, deep red, violet, and black. It
It's a lot of
has
colors.
black veins through it. As well as some hypnotic. The colors are all hypnotically swirling. Turn off flashlight.
What does that tell me?
That would tell you that. Let me flip back to it again real quick.
The only one of those I do know, Hardy, is that the black veins going through it is the Diabloism. 'cause we had that.
Black veins means that she's Diablerized somebody.
Yeah. because we had that situation when I believe it was you and Basher or Percepted Mitch in the
Right.
car.
Okay, the hypnotic swirling colors means she's currently psychotic. The colors that she has, aggressive for purple, bitter for brown, desirous or lustful is deep red, violet is excited, and black means hateful.
Inspire that in many women. It's okay.
And
I can fix her.
And Artie,
Yeah,
also give me a willpower roll.
cool.
I'm so glad I didn't go with
Better.
this now.
Three, four. Artie, you are now a
Shit.
willing, loyal, submissive servant to this beautiful woman.
All right.
See?
Well, there
See?
goes. I knew what I was doing. I'm just making shit interesting. I
Yeah, but now you
dropped the
can walk over.
quietness.
So Anya, you continue taking steps, carrying Basher by the scruff, and Charlie like stares at the beautiful woman hard. And then Charlie stops walking and following you. And Charlie, the beautiful woman, extends her hand out towards you and like just gives like a little come hither.
I have 2 hands.
She's walking.
Not both of Anya's pets.
Snap me, please.
I'm gonna try and grab you and drag you too.
All right, give me a Dex brawl versus Charlie's Dex dodge.
This is actually going to be a really interesting one, considering,
It
if I
is.
remember correctly, Charlie is very slippery.
All of these red flags are showing up, and they're just carrying forward. You know,
Anya, you go to snatch Charlie, and Charlie like darts forward. Like you now understand how she's been able to avoid the assaults by Mitch so much lately, as she deftly dodges you to make her way over towards the Cardinal. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. You go speak with the Regent. I'll find other ways to like finger along Charlie's jawlines, like find other ways to entertain myself. Trust me, sister, it's fine.
I'm gonna try to empathy that.
Which part? It's fine, or I'll find other ways to entertain myself.
Trust me.
Oh.
does anyone other than me actually have points in empathy?
I'm a
I think you are
slipper.
probably the only one.
Yeah, I think Basher does.
I have one in empathy.
So, yeah.
So I have the highest empathy. Okay.
Trust me. So empathying the trust me, she seems to sincerely mean it.
Oh, it's to be a player.
Dragging Basher along.
Yay.
Because I don't imagine Charlie's going to look at me, so I can't make.
You can.
No.
All right. Charlie has been split off from the pack.
Sorry about that.
Cool. I regret nothing.
Did I make more of a fool of myself?
Nope.
No.
But you're audible now.
Totally did.
You're audible now because you know Charlie. Charlie left the group.
I became infatuated with a beautiful woman. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with
you.
that.
Preaching to the choir. Jen, you said you were squeezing my throat super hard.
I've got you by the back of the neck, not the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got you by the spine.
I'm trying to debate whether or not that would like. You have the small hands, so you don't have like the kind of hands that could like reach all the way around my throat, do you?
Just a tiny Russian girl.
So I would
Just a
still
baby.
Little baby.
um
I need to go get a water. I'll be right back.
I start trying to talk again. I start trying to explain things again.
You're
I mean,
able
I
to.
dragged you away.
Yeah, but I still have that bond, whether I can see her or not.
Sebastian just starts yelling down the steps.
Yep.
I have 2 hands.
It is safe
Anya,
to.
shove a fist in his mouth. Do it.
It is safe to assume that the Cardinal Vulgari is probably, disposed, predisposed with another new plaything, as Vulgaris love to have. Always. Oh, and this is the hydrate. All right. Meanwhile, somewhere in Mexico City. Mitch, Quentin, you guys are flying around for a little while, and then eventually the sounds of howls echoing through the streets just start guiding you into a direction. And when you fly down into an alleyway, there's a bunch of the dogs just standing by a door.
All right, now hush down, be good, just sit.
They all sit immediately.
So, you saw him go in there? I'm outside of bird form, I'm back to being humanoid now.
Uh-huh. Good boys find things good.
Yeah, very good, boys. I'll run off now. Go find somewhere safe. I'll call if I need you.
Hooey! And go running down the alleyway.
Well, we found one of the targets in the book, I think. Do I see Ophelia, or is she still in the shadows?
She's still in the shadows.
Are you ready to go nab him up, Quentin? We might have to be a bit stealthy for this. That was a book of suspects, right?
Yeah.
I'm still going with this. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. And who was the first one that we were going after, Mitch? Which one did you show the dogs? Because there was a few of them.
That's not important. It's just one of the targets. Let's go get them. They're probably not alone.
Okay.
Do you need some time to prepare? Like maybe get your claws out, and I'll take mine out right now. So they're nice and ready.
Actually, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and use Obfuscate since we're being stealthy about this.
Never a bad
I don't
idea.
have that. But
Unfortunately, mine is not high enough to cover you too, Mitch.
if
Not
I
like
check
Charlie's.
one of my abilities, I don't know if it'll undo me taking out my claws or not if I use it. It doesn't say. So, with my claws out, if I use mist form, will they stay out if I turn back into a humanoid?
Yes.
Okay. I can turn to mist. So I'll do that.
Okay. Awesome get out power. Hell yeah. So Mitch is currently a cloud of mist, and Quentin has left all
Be
senses
safe.
and
Look,
fields
you're
of
coming
vision.
And my cat Maboon is
again.
following Anya, by the way, the person I trust most in the
Okay.
pack.
So the cat is at the temple. Okay.
Oh no.
Thank you for
Anya would have a note from me explaining, like stuck in her pocket.
yeah, you
maybe when we walk
guys have
by.
been packed together for a little while now. Like Anya knows that Maboon will tend to follow you or follow her if you're going off into danger, and Maboon knows to follow Anya's instructions. All right, here we are. Just one random metal door leading into some building the dogs have pointed out to you. Mitch, you are currently a cloud of mist, and Quinn, you are currently hidden in obfuscate. What are we doing?
How tall is that wall in front of me?
It's a building.
Oh.
I can just seep in through the cracks.
You can mist form.
I'm
have
gonna do that.
Okay.
And try and find a way in for Quentin as stealthily as I can. Just like stretching in the corners of the wall and the floor and all that.
So while it's a 2-story building, there's a rusted up staircase over here that could lead to some windows you could open if Quentin's able to maybe scale the wall. You could just you'd have to re-solidify to, open anything, such as unlocking the door or going upstairs and opening a window, or yeah, those seem to be the only things, this door and some windows.
The door doesn't seem to be locked at all, does it?
Oh, it's totally locked.
Okay. Going up to the window, can I see any path that Quentin can take to get to the window from outside?
Are you taking in your surroundings?
Yes.
Perception, alertness.
One success.
Okay. In the back of the room, by what looks like a place where maybe people go to get their kidneys taken out, so on and so forth. There are 2 individuals in the back of the room talking. One of them seems a bit just off-putting. He is wearing very homeless person kind of clothes. He just seems to have a menacing, creepy air about him. And he's talking to a guy who does not look Spanish or Mexican in any way, shape, or form. Looks just pure American, pure, nice, upper-class suit. It's got a lapel pin. It's a scepter. And they just seem to be having a conversation. But the one in the suit and the creepy guy, the voices in your head start coming back. There they are. Finally, our prey.
I can't do this alone.
You're not alone, Mitch. You have us.
We can't do this alone. The Quentin will help. He's a part of the pack. We just need to find a way for them to get in.
Quentin will do things.
Quentin will do stuff.
I'm going to try and resist the urge to go after them immediately.
Give me a willpower roll.
Three successes.
You resist the urge to go after them right away. Good job.
It's very challenging. Every part of me wants to go towards them, but I'm going to pull myself away.
Every ounce of the fiber of your being wants you to, but you resist.
At least just long enough to find a way for Quentin to get in.
Yeah. So I've provided you with 2 ways for you to potentially get Quentin in. You can go upstairs, open a window, which would be out of line of sight of the dudes that you now are aware of, or you can reform and just open the door or unlock the door. But by reforming, you might stand out. They might notice you.
I can still talk to Quentin in mist form, right?
No, you're a cloud of mist, my dude.
All right. So I'm gonna go up to the window where I can sneakily open it.
Okay, you reform. You open the window. You did make sure to spend your blood for mist form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, you do know Quinnen obfuscated, so you don't really know where Quinnen's at.
Does our pack have some sort of signal to, like, talk to each other so you could overhear? Do we have any sort of thing like that?
None of you have the ability to communicate in telepathy, no.
I wasn't thinking, like, telepathy. I was thinking, like, a caca, caca.
Karoo.
Oh, no.
I'll allow it. Again, you guys have been a pack for like about a year-ish since Mitch came in.
Yeah, it's been about a year.
This would be my first Palla Grande, so yeah, almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
Just go awoo. Everyone understands what awoo means.
It'll be like a coyote howl, mimicking a coyote howl. On the other
Quinnen,
side of the building.
Quinnen, give me a perception investigation real quick as you're standing in this alley.
Okay. That goes up because I don't have investigation.
Which is fine. Still 2 successes. As you're standing in the alley, it's like, okay, how am I going to break in? Like like from the shadows down this alleyway, a mass of shadows starts like crawling down the street or down like the pavement, making its way, and then crawls into the door, like just like oozes its way into the keyhole until like it's gone.
Okay, that's fucking weird.
You'll hear like the clicking sounds of mechanisms coming unlocked. Like a little bit of shadow, like a small tendril of it kind of like comes out and like gives a point up where you now see like an open window, and then like a coyote noise comes from by the window.
I'm gonna give a thumbs up to the shadow tendril.
And just like oozes back into the keyhole.
And then there'd be Dex Athletics to climb up through the window.
Strength athletics.
Strength Athletics.
With ease. With the full grace of a city gangrel. Just Spider-Maning up the wall. And kaboom. You're up on... You're up on some...
You said they were up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
You are up above in some rusty catwalk, you and Mitch.
Let's see. Unseen presence. Become invisible.
And remember, you can still whisper and not break this obfuscate.
Yeah. That's what I was making sure on because of this one. Because it does say wits plus stealth if you do stuff that may draw attention to maintain it.
This is it.
I'll whisper to Mitch. Thanks for opening the window. I think someone else is here with us, though.
That's okay, as long as they don't get between me and my targets, my prey. Are you ready?
Do you know where they're at? How many there are?
2 of them, right over there.
I'm gonna peer through like the stair railing, Matt, to take a look at them.
I'm gritting my teeth and digging my claws into the railings. I'm resisting the urge to just go right now.
All right.
Quentin,
Quinnen, you don't have Auspex either, right?
no, I do not.
Cool. Yeah, across the room, there's just two people having a conversation. One, a very creepy, dirty-looking young man, and the other one is clearly an American, looks like what you'd expect from a politician or a businessman.
And you said the one had a...
The businessman has a lapel pin with a scepter on it.
Okay. I've been a vampire long enough to know that would mean that's the clan.
Do you?
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Do you have skills to represent this knowledge?
Would my mentor give me any knowledge on this? My
No.
two dots and mentor?
I don't have politics, so I'm going to say probably no.
Do you have a cult?
No.
Then no, you don't know the knowledge. You know your clan, and that's about it.
The only one that I have for any type of like knowledge-based lore is underworld lore.
I love this party split so much right now, because it's like Charlie would be so helpful here. And you guys would be so helpful. The fighters would be so helpful at the other. I just love this. This is great. This makes me so happy.
All right, let's get going. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They are not. No.
And I'm just gonna start slowly making my way up.
I will use 3 points of blood to just turn to a grizzly bear and charge forward, and I will go after the raggedy-looking one first.
Perfect. A bear immediately starts charging them.
As soon as he turns into a bear, starts charging them, there's just an obfuscated facepalm.
Beautiful. All right, I'm not even gonna like make us do like the whole running. I will say you guys could be up there if you want, but I do need 1d10 from each of you. Well, that means Quentin, you're first. You are still an obfuscate. You are still hidden.
Activating my claws wouldn't break my obfuscate, would it?
Nope. Things that break your obfuscate are things that involve dice rolls, taking actions,
Okay.
etc.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and spend a blood and activate feral claws.
Okay, your feral claws is up.
There's that. And then Mitch is charging ahead, so I'm just gonna follow behind Mitch when he starts moving.
And obfuscate, got it.
Yep.
Okay, that one is currently not doing anything. All right, Mitch, you're charging for the ratty-looking guy. Turns to look at you. And normally, the reactions to a giant bear charging at individuals seems to be that, they run the fuck away. Or they pull out a shotgun and start blasting. It's like, this ratty, street urchin-y looking guy, like, has, like, this look of recognition of, like, and then, like, glee and pure joy. His eyes turn green, and a little bit of, like, green flame starts, like, eking out as he steps forward to meet the giant bear charging him. As he stands there smiling and is walking up, spiders just start falling out of his mouth onto the ground. He is not able to get close enough to Mitch to do any actions, or he's waiting for Mitch to meet with him to take further actions. Meanwhile, this guy, Suit Man, takes a couple steps back at the charging bear. The standard, normal, sane reaction of a giant bear. He's like, no thank you. Don't want that. Mm-hmm. Mitch, your actions.
I'm lunging towards this gangly old man, and I'm going to rip his throat out with my bare jaws.
You are going to attempt to.
Yeah, attempt to.
He is also going to take his actions now. He is just trying to open palm attack, like just trying to smack the bear.
As one does.
As one does. So we'll be rolling contested action. Both of us are doing Dex Brawl.
Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna have to roll something else.
For bite attack is Dex Brawl?
Oh, I thought he was gonna put his attack in, then I was gonna have to.
Oh no,
roll against it.
you guys are gonna be hitting each other at the same time. Neither of you are able to dodge, essentially. You have 2 successes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes. This is not new vampire rules, which means both of us are hitting. It is not a, I got more successes, yours fails.
Mm-hmm.
But, so you can go ahead and roll damage. I will tell you right now, his attack will do no damage to you.
And what do I roll for damage again?
Strength.
+1.
+1. You know what? You're right. We should still roll damage. It's still a slap. It's still an attack.
And I will have. Is the +1 from my claws?
The +1. You said specifically you were biting, tearing his throat out. You will have a +1 for the bite attack, so that's strength +2.
And the bite does aggravate it, if I remember.
Sure does.
Am I right in remembering that as a grizzly bear, his strength is doubled?
No. That's not how that works in this system.
Not in this one.
So it looks like 1 success overall.
He takes significantly more damage, which is fine. He wants that. He wants to be hurt.
That's a little weird, but okay.
And Mitch.
It's not weird. They're called masochists.
Mitch, you can roll me your stamina and fortitude. 3 + 1, 2, 3, 4.
Artie,
5,
it's
6.
funny you say that.
Why?
No kink shame here. Guys, everyone, this is a safe place.
Full of grizzly bears and spiders coming out of people's mouths.
Mm-hmm.
Express yourself as you are.
Looks like 2 successes.
All right, so Mitch, you will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will take 4 bashing from the slap across your face.
Oof.
And almost instantly, like the open hand slap, whatever like jewelry or like bracer or like gauntlet hand thing this guy has, like there's an inlaid stone set in the middle in the palm of his hand, and as it makes contact with you, as that slap comes across, when you look back, you're no longer towering over him as a grizzly bear. You've been forced back into your human form. As he hits you,
That was the cool trick. I'm still gonna kill you.
you can try, pretender, he who wishes he was. All right, let's see. That's Mitch and the spider. Ophelia. Darkness moves further. And we're back to the top. Quentin.
Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. There's no bonuses for flanking during combat in the system, is there?
Nope, sure isn't. It's not Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go ahead and move up and try to get to Mr. Business Suit Man. Still obfuscated.
Okay. Still obfuscated. Give me a dex stealth.
Dex stealth.
Cool, you are still obfuscated.
Damn.
Very nice roll there, Ashley. Very nice. Good job.
The not Lothomber assassin.
Mm-hmm. you're talking trash with the dude who just knocked you into a human shape. From out of nowhere, literally right beside you, just seems to appear out of the ethos, another individual. They look more bird-like than anything, but you can tell like the feathers aren't like a natural like gangrel makeup. These are like things that have been glued, a costume that's been made. And like cocks their head, like, who? Like right in your ear, Mitch. Give me a willpower roll.
That's 0 successes.
Oh no.
Mitch, you burst into flame. There's fire covering your body. You like instantly are just like fear, freaking out. Give me a courage roll.
Ooh, that's 9d10.
Just the +4.
Yep.
Fire dance.
Fire dance. It's
This
why
is
it's
why we do
important to
that.
do your rights. So I have 1, 2,
One.
3, 4,
Looks
5.
like 1.
You. Yep, nope. Mitch, you begin to fear frenzy. You need to get the fuck out of there. You've been lit on fire. Nothing's good is coming from this. You are freaking out.
I'm going to use drawing out the beast
On
on the spidery guy.
on
That should
Can
be
you do that
fun.
in Fear Frenzy?
When you're about to frenzy, you can make someone else frenzy instead.
that is the power of drawing out the beast and why animalism is one of the best disciplines. Animalism
Manipulation.
forever.
Yeah, the first time you wanted to use that, Mitch, I was so happy that you tried using it because I don't have animalism, and that worked out beautifully.
I can't find instinct.
It's not going to be a stat that you can pick to drop down. It's right above your courage.
Okay, so it'll just be a +3 to my roll.
Right. Difficulty is 8.
You can do it.
Got the 1.
And a botch.
Never
No
mind.
successes.
Well, this could get hairy.
Yep.
That's
That's an
So,
understatement. here.
Quinnen, for you, a person just drops out of obfuscate besides Mitch. You're like, oh shit. It's like, this one looks weird. Like, it's trying to be like a bird, but he's clearly not a bird, but he's definitely trying to be a bird. And he hoots in Mitch's ear. And Mitch proceeds to start flailing as if like on fire. There's no fire on Mitch that you can see. But he is acting like he's full on emblazoned, and Mitch starts retreating. Mind power bullshit. We'll say Mitch gets about there.
I'm on fire, Ricky Bobby.
I'm on fire, Ricky Bobby. Help me. Help me, Ricky Bobby. Should I? Should we? Or?
Here,
The creepy. It's probably Pierce here. The creepy street urchin opens up his hands, and 2 balls of green flame appear in them. Let's put him actually on fire. Let us. Meanwhile, Quinnen, you're there. You're taking in the surroundings. You see Ophelia now, and it's like, oh, thank God we're not alone. And then it's like all the problems with Mitch. And then from behind you, the guy you charged just gives a good day, Fly. Your packmate will be your undoing. Mitch is freaking out. Ophelia. Okay, so here we go. This is why this NPC exists.
Watch and learn, y'all.
Nope. Mitch, give me another willpower roll. Perfect. Good. The bright flash from the hooded darkness once again, like as you're like running away, like just like flash, and you blink, and it's like you're no longer on fire. And where am I? Why am I away from the? What just happened? Who's? And there's just the darkness, the cloaked darkness, darkened figure still standing there. Ophelia, once again, preventing your mental psychoses from overreigning, and brings you out of your frenzy. And that is the top of 2 turns. So we are pause. Our other friends.
Well, that's not suspenseful.
Anya.
Yeah.
Charlie has gone off with with the Cardinal. Basher is continuing to spill secrets now that he's no longer in the bubble of Anya's, of Charlie's quiet bubble.
She put her hand on my mouth.
She put her hand. Yeah, that's fine. He's still speaking into the palm of your hand. What do we do, Anya? What do we do?
You feel some tongue.
Gonna squeeze and keep walking until we come across someone else.
Until we come across someone else? Oh, man.
Am I able to bite her hand?
Sure.
He would try. For this, with the thing he's got, he would at least try.
Yeah.
What's the,
Dex brawl.
Dex brawl.
Okay.
It's a Pierce.
Little nerds.
Disappears.
Join the vampire nerds.
Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 2 successes on biting Anya's hand. Anya, roll fortitude to soak the aggravated damage.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh, okay, then take 2 aggravated damage.
Yeah.
From the bite from Vasher, who just starts tearing into the palm of your hand.
I tried the tongue. You weren't letting go, so here we are.
And from up the steps in the direction you're trying to drag Basher as he's like biting and actively fighting you now, you hear a voice. It's like, punch it into torpor. It's just a pander.
I'm gonna punch him. I do have to let go, though.
Yeah, you take your hand off his mouth and then just smack it right across it.
I wouldn't even get a dodge since you're actively still holding
Exactly.
it with one hand. What?
Strength +2 for the damage.
Plus potence.
I treat myself.
Treat yourself.
Oh, hey, there's a thing. Oh, she was just talking about wanting a marshmallow thing, so this is perfect.
Hell yeah. So little
Pierce brought Rice Krispie treats.
So it's
Sweet Toast
9.
Crunch. Got these little like
Put on the damage.
Basher, roll stamina and fortitude if you have fortitude.
About that. One.
So 8.
1, 2, 3. Take 8 bashing damage, bashing.
Basher gets
I think I'll just
bashed.
take a nap. I will take a nap.
Fortunately, bashing damage is very easy to overcome
Yes.
Basher just gets bashed.
once you get woken up.
Basher, Bashed, whichever one.
See,
Bash it.
that wasn't so hard. You have to make sure to put the lesser clans in their place.
He was supposed to do the talking, but now he's just blah blah blah.
Oh, he's definitely doing talking.
So much talking.
So much talking. How can I help you, Anya?
Do I know you?
We might know of each other.
What is your name?
Rodrigo de Torres, the bishop of spirituality here of Mexico City. We share the same dad.
On the way.
Hey, it's good to finally
I've
meet
heard
you.
of you.
It's good to finally meet you.
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Came to speak to the regent.
Well, he's currently in a missing with one of the seraphim of the Black Hand.
Which one?
The gangrel one, the name that's unpronounceable.
Is that the one that looks like the other guy?
Is that an out-of-character question?
Yeah.
Yes.
From the little.
It's the one that could be both in the Camarilla and the Sabbat, yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We should check.
Do you want to wake up your pander?
Ugh. You really should get better at things. Crouch down.
Not
Feed
everyone.
the blood from
Not
her
ever.
bleeding ass hand.
You literally say they should get better at things. It's like they'll never be us. Or the Lasombro. We're better than everyone.
That's true, but they could be better.
Basher, you
shut,
wake
don't
up.
have to
You're
get
not a
sponge
thrall
cut.
to whoever's down the steps anymore.
So, Matt, I would remember myself behaving like that, right?
Yeah. You rationalize it away because that's how presence is and it's bullshit.
Okay.
Well, she's just so beautiful, you wanted to impress her. That's pretty much how your head would be.
Well, yeah.
Not
I'm not
that
gonna-
bitch did something to me. You rationalize it.
I'm gonna spend some blood to heal some of this lethal and bashing.
One blood heals all your bashing, so.
Yep, and then I'm gonna spend 2 more, so I'm just at bruised.
Or you wake up, the city, the sky, and stars and the moon, looking up as from your prone position on your back.
Ugh. What was that for?
You bit me. I did not ask you to.
You were I was trying to tell the cardinal.
You have done more than enough speaking.
You
on your
literally
feet?
told me to.
On your feet. Do you need help getting up? Because I will help you.
I'm getting up. I glance at the only other person I can see.
Good evening.
Excellency.
No.
He's a bishop.
Right, but he just is like, no.
Okay. What's going on?
Anya is saying she needs to go talk to the regent. The regent's in a meeting with Seraphim of the Black Hand currently. You bit her. I was
Wait.
like, why don't you just knock him out? Then she knocked you out. And
Which seraphim?
my god, it's like a broken record. The gangrel one.
I start running.
The one.
I start running.
You start running.
Oh, now we're on topic.
Give me a dex dodge.
This little Humber's gonna try to stop you.
Uh-huh.
As well he should.
He should.
I don't know you,
that is-
stranger.
That is the correct response.
Also, you're a filthy pander. Absolutely not. Absolutely. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 3, 2. Hey, cool. You get past him. Good job.
Anya's just gonna walk at a normal pace.
You go running up. And Badger, as you clear the top of the steps, it's a glorious, beautiful sight there at the top of this ziggurat. There's like an altar table with some already like mutilated human bodies, one gangrel dressed in a fine, beautiful red robe. He turns to face you. His face looks more like a hound, a jackal. It's various Sabbat symbols and drapery, finery hanging off of him. It looks very familiar. It looks like kind of the real life version of what Mitch drew you the other night that he was showing off to the pack.
Mm-hmm.
And he's standing there with another gangrel companion, one that you have the pictures of.
Okay, so which one is?
The one that
So
says
wait, the Regent?
the one that says Regent is clearly the Regent.
Okay, just based upon where he is on this, is he actually like laying on an altar?
No, he's standing on the altar. It looks like he's practicing while talking with this other person who's there.
So that's the Regent, and the person we've been told is probably a spy.
The Seraphim, yes.
Yes. I charge forward, drawing my sword.
From behind you, the Pander's attacking the Regent.
No, the Pander's stopping the spy.
The other gangrel that's not the Regent, like the Regent, like turns to look, is like, what is happening? The other one turns to look, sees you drawing a sword, and just instantly like pops his gangrel claws and moves in between you and the Regent.
Okay.
You can take a swing at him.
I would know out of character. We still have, we're the ones who still have the paperwork and everything from Cardinal? From Miranda the Baptizer?
I mean,
Charlie should.
the paperwork is there.
Okay. It's
not with you currently, but the paperwork is here.
He would, as he's running, he would yell,
You said you were drawing your sword and charging.
yes, as I'm charging, it would be something along the lines of, I'm trying to remember what the actual proper term for the Pope is. Holy Father. Ooh. I yell as I'm charging to the Regent, Beatitude. Protect yourself, as I come charging and swinging, trying to deal with the person I have been told is a spy.
The attitude?
Beatitude. As in the Beatitudes. It's a section of the Bible. And it's actually... It is... I'm trying to find... It was the only one-word reference for the Holy Father that I could actually remember and have seen actual usage of.
Okay.
You want to know how much of a nerd I am?
Nope.
Like, synonymous with Pope?
Yes.
Eliakim?
Meanwhile, down here, Charlie, my love. My sweet
Yes,
girl.
my sweet.
Like,
Shit.
like, what? First of all, make sure that you're full on your blood, Charlie. You got to redeem in chat.
All right, thank you.
It's like, what brought you all here?
We're here to protect the Regent.
Protect the region from what?
There's a traitor out there.
Traitors in our great holy church and army?
Can you believe it?
I can. But that's so disappointing. How'd you find out about these traitors?
We were called upon to investigate.
Okay. Investigate. And what'd you find?
Out of character, it's been 2 weeks and I'm blanking so hard
No,
because of midterms.
But what you found is your book and file of information.
Yes. We have this. Pull it out.
Should you be a peach and light that on fire for me?
What do I have to light it with?
You have matches, a lighter, etc., etc.
Yeah, alright.
And like just gentle like hair scritches as you're doing it from she who you love. Wonderful. Who else knows about this, Charlie? Besides your pack. I'm guessing Miranda.
Oh, yes, of course.
Very good. Very good. All right. You were so fantastic.
Not entirely.
There goes Charlie.
Charlie would know that the Inquisition knows as well.
Oh, teacher, you forgot to take up homework.
I am assuming that Charlie communicates everything because she's
Yes,
fully
please.
bloodbound and so on, so forth, etc. Perfect.
How long are you going to keep me waiting here?
Where do you want to go?
Wherever you want to take me.
Off to the side on the temple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Aztec style.
It's like, oh, she wants to take you. She'll take you great. Anya, you
Take me
turn.
places, baby.
Yep. Anya, you turn back around to check on Charlie. Her and the Cardinal are gone. Basher is charging inward at the Regent and the Seraphim, yelling, "Protect yourself!" And the Regent, Pops Claus, who still seems kind of confused as to what's happening.
Anya's gonna just walk in. Once.
Her brother walks in with her, like, just kind of like lockstep, just like Bishop, this is my sister, or Regent, this is my sister. Meanwhile, Basher, are you taking a swing at the would-be traitor?
Yes, I am fully convinced that I am completely and utterly in the right and that Cain is with me.
Hell yeah. Praise Cain.
Praise Cain. Because
Praise
if I'm
Cain.
gonna die, it's not gonna be by half measures.
All right, give me a Dex Brawl.
Is it Dex Brawl or Dex Melee since I'm using the
Dex
sword?
Melee, my bad.
Okay.
Sabbat, Seraphim. Because these guys have sheets. Jalan Ajav.
Strength +2.
Bless you.
Let's see here. His. Oh, God. Okay.
Out of character, I know I am ridiculously outclassed.
No, it's fine. That's what
Thank
makes
you.
it. That's what makes it great.
We're all fighting elder level bullshit right now.
No, you're not.
It's-
No, you're not.
It feels like it.
One of you is.
No.
Oh.
Charlie's not fighting it anymore.
Nah,
Charlie wasn't fighting it.
I'm having fun over here. I don't know what you guys are up to.
Charlie's taking a page from Anya and living her best life.
Charlie, I still.
I've established that from episode 2. What do you mean?
What am I, chopped liver?
Maybe.
I saw her first.
All right, Basher, you swing. And Jalana Jav just like, just dodge. Doesn't take any
Okay.
swings on you. But, like, as soon as your swing's done, it's just like clearly like moves in celerity, like zigzags around you, just to let you know just how much outclassed you are.
Okay.
Doesn't take any swings on you. Ends up right back in front of you.
I will spend a blood for celerity,
Okay,
which is something I probably should have done last turn, but I wasn't thinking.
that's fine. Yes, Pierce, he literally is just styles on Basher for one, just like,
Look this up before it dies. Okay. Sorry. And I'll spend a point for celerity. And I will. Okay, can I swing and use Can I swing and use a power at the same time?
which power?
Presence 2.
No,
Dread Gaze?
Dread Gaze is a full action.
Okay. In that case, I'll do celerity. I'm going to try to. I will not stop calling this guy every synonym for traitor that I can think of. Ooh, hold on. Camarilla swine, treacherous dog, all kinds of shit you'd see out of Ivanhoe.
All right, well, let's see if he frenzies. From all the insult.
Okay.
He has.
Oh, and I am swinging while trash talking. So
That's fine. You can give me as many swings as you're able to do with celerity if you want.
So that would be 3, I think.
How many points of celerity do you have?
That's what I'm checking. Wrong button.
Good news, the 5th generation gangrel doesn't frenzy on you.
Yay!
That was a terrifying roll to see there.
It was very close.
Yeah, it was. That's a oh my god, do you understand how nearly dead you are? I've got 1 point of celerity, so
2 swings of your sword.
is swing number 1. With swing number 2.
Yeah, he'll take it. You can roll your strength. You swing, and the sword, like, goes to hit, and... Basher, you have 2 gangrel in your pack, so you're kind of familiar with the stuff that they can do normally, but right as the sword goes to, like... It makes contact, you see his skin kind of just, like, turn an ashen gray, almost like just for a second, and your sword just shatters on his skin. He doesn't try to dodge anymore, but now you're there, broken. No weapon.
Like a fucking hill.
Just yeah.
Basher, you remember how I was like, oh, it's the Regent, you should do the talking. I take it back. Sit down. Unless you haven't made enough of a fool of yourself.
And he like looks back at the Regent for a moment and was like, "Is that 3?" And the Regent's like, "Was indeed 3 attacks. You may."
I have a feeling I'm about to get backhanded, like across something.
If you don't get just slung off of the ziggurat top.
That was a lot of ones, though.
5. But I still have 1 success on the hit. He proceeds to just like, he kicks your feet out from under you.
You do?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, seriously, you know what? He'll spend a willpower for an automatic success. Why not? There.
Okay, sorry.
No, I miscounted. Thank you for keeping me honest.
So I'm getting kicked into what now?
Nothing. He's kicking your feet out from under you, so you're gonna splat on the freaking ground. 8.
Okay.
5. Roll. 2. It's 8. Kick is a +2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 4 bashing. Wait, no. His opponent's. 9 bashing. You can roll soak.
That's just stamina?
Stamina plus fortitude if you have fortitude.
I do not.
Then just
Come
stamina.
on, don't let me die.
That's just bashing. It wouldn't kill you.
It'll still put me flat on my ass. It's 1.
1. So
That means I
8
take
bashing
8,
again.
I'm out cold.
Just so literally just sweeps the leg. Basher thuds onto pavement, or thuds onto the bricks. Just like.
It's my third time in one day.
Retracts his claws.
Third time in one day he's gone down.
Thought it was a serious threat, is actually what the Seraphim says. Before, back in Mexico City.
Oh, Lord.
Quinn!
Hi.
Top of the initiative order.
Stab.
Stabbing green fire guy?
Yep, with the claws.
Awesome.
So that's
Dex Brawl.
Dex Brawl. Yeah. Da-da-da. Dash roll.
Nice. Strength plus, I believe claws give 1. So strength plus 1 plus 2. So strength plus 3. Nice. Any potents?
I do. I have 2 potents.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait,
Oh, I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, I
I
was
forgot
like-
the space. Hang on. I forgot the space. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2 potents, you said?
Yep, 2 potents.
You don't know if this is necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but stab
I'm
straight.
just trying to torture.
You-
Oh, that
well,
was activated.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. You stab
Yeah.
straight through his chest, and ashes from the potence and power of your attack. And Mitch, you see the would-be spider just collapse into a pile of ash around Quinnen's fist.
I'm gonna rationalize it, Matt, by Quentin saw his packmate getting ready to be incinerated.
Yep. No, that's totally fair. That's totally fine. But Mitch, this would-be spider is no more.
And you can't drain him either.
Right.
Or eat him.
We'll just move him out of the way there. Cheese it. 1, 2. Nope, don't make him bigger.
Oh god.
2, 3, 4.
Well, my obfuscate is officially
5.
broken now.
Got horrid form.
5 and
Forward, I love it.
let's see here.
Actually,
Actually, I don't even have to roll this. You two don't have the aspects. I have to roll it for Ophelia. Damn it. Me and my NPCs being helpful.
nah,
Yes.
I know it does break aspects, but I'm still gonna ask it. Would you like me to roll wits plus stealth because I was
No.
obfuscated when I stabbed him?
No, you're very apparently obvious now.
Yeah.
Alright, so first roll
Guy
was
just
1,
ash.
2. Does not escape all the eyes of Ophelia. But for everybody else,
Vanish.
the owl disappears. Alright, Spider is killed. We can move him off the initiative. Seeing... Fair. This guy, the Hound, proceeds to try to escape via the wall. Mitch!
For a moment, my arms are just gonna slack down. I'm just gonna slump over in disappointment when I see the spider die, but
The spider
I have
dies.
to
The
deal
owl,
with at least what's here.
the owl disappears. The Hound is starting to try to punch through the wall to try to make a way to escape.
Can I make it to the Hound?
What is your Dex Athletics?
Dex Athletics. So, Dexterity's 5.
8, 9, 10,
Athletics is
11.
2.
You could take a full round of action, so take double movement, and you would get up to him. He's not going to be able to get out through the wall. He's not physically strong enough to break through the wall in just this turn, so you would be able to get up to him and attack him next turn.
I'll get up to him and I'll look back at Quentin. I know you did that to protect me. Just don't kill this one. And I'll just kind of stand on the other side of the Hound. And that'll end my turn.
Heck yeah. Ophelia moves up to join around the area. Is just watching. Which brings us to the top of the turn. Quentin.
I'm gonna move up to Mitch and try to grab Mitch to keep him from killing him right this moment. Mitch, wait. He might have information about that whole assassination plot on the Regent. And it would be...
Dex Brawl if you're trying to grapple Mitch.
Yeah.
He still has a friend in here somewhere. We need to get rid of at least one of them.
Mitch, if you're attempting to resist, give me a Dex dodge.
Yeah, so I don't think I dodged
You
that at
fall
all.
into the full Nelson with which Quentin is putting you in. The inescapable, most powerful move.
Please let me go.
Right? And as you two grapple and argue with each other, the Hound, unmolested, continues to dig through the wall a bit. There's now street out in front of a hole. He's going to be able to make an escape soon. And Mitch, you can give me an opposed strength check to try to break out of Quentin's grapple. I love this. I love that this is the chaos of how this scene's ending. It's like, no, wait! Mitch, do you have any potence?
I do not.
You are not able to break Quentin's grapple. Because potence is bullshit.
He's getting away. Just let me go.
Mitch, you can't kill him just yet.
Yeah.
I hate to be the voice of reason here.
It's the Sabbat. We don't need those.
You're supposed to be the voice of reason in the pack.
As you two are arguing, from behind you somewhere, like this sword dagger, this short sword,
Obsidian dagger.
this obsidian Sabbat symbol dagger, like goes whizzing past the two of you and just sinks straight into the back of the hound, who falls into torpor from lethal damage.
Thank you, Ophelia.
Mitch. Quinnen, bring Mitch here.
I'm gonna start trying to drag Mitch over to Ophelia. That'd
Mitch-
just be strength rolls.
It would just be strength rolls again. Mitch, you can continue trying to break the grapple if you want. Or
The
do
guy's
you?
in
Or do you?
torpor.
Or, the guy's in torpor. This black obsidian blade sticking through his chest.
He's not going anywhere, so I guess I'm not resisting right
Because
now.
salubri or bullshit, it can ignore soaking and armor and everything. It's the reason why they're hated and people are trying. All right, so perfect. And we just rotate. I love you. I love you. Roll 20. Mitch. And the darkness for the first time peels away from Ophelia's face, revealing relatively beautiful woman, 3 eyes. What were you going to do with them?
Devour them. Get my freedom.
Mitch,
Now that's
are
not
you
an option.
are you aware of what infernalism is, Mitch?
No.
You have 2 options. You can place yourself into torpor, or I will put you into torpor. This is for your own good. This is for helping you. You will be conscious should it be decided that you need to die. No harm will come to you while you are in torpor. Which do you prefer?
I'll put myself in torpor, but let me go home for it.
No. You will go to the church. You'll be instructed. You'll be told and taught. You'll be judged.
It doesn't matter anymore. I mean, I'll never get my freedom.
Or will you? Have faith in the church, Mitch. Have faith in your brothers and sisters of Cain. We can maybe help you get this curse off of you. But if it's too strong, it will be better for you to not live this existence for all eternity. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I am trying to save your very soul. You just confessed to me that you wish to diablerize an infernalist, a sin punishable by death in the Church of Cain. But I'm not killing you outright. You're young. You don't know things. You're confused. You have voices in your head. Let me try to save you. Or take your own life. It's your choice.
Does Valdery get rid of level 3 blood bonds?
It does.
Okay.
You
Blood
currently do not have any blood bonds to Anya. Because you've already...
It was a different blood bond from my character's backstory.
Yeah,
but if it's gone,
Valdery
it's
gets
gone.
rid of bonds.
Sort of all of them.
That's why it's important to do as a Sabbat member. What's your choice, Mitch?
Would I know if Ophelia is higher ranking than Bishop Orlando?
Yeah, she's in the Inquisition.
They answer.
She's much higher ranking than
The Inquisition only answers to the Regent. No one else.
Provided they're not inspecting the regent.
A
Then what
bishop.
if the bishop that sent me to
A bishop.
deoplarize them?
I'm assuming you're talking about this Orlando individual you were telling me about the night before.
Yes.
We'll be finding him and having questions for him as well. You could potentially help us with that. If he's the one that sets you on this dangerous dark path. We need answers. But I
Very well.
don't care about him right now. We care about you.
I can't put myself into torpor indoors. I don't have the ability to do it.
Leads you outside into the alleyway then. If you need to be, if Mitch wants to be under the night sky to put himself into torpor, the Inquisitor.
I have to be in dirt.
Why do you have to be in dirt?
Earth meld. That's my only ability that lets me put myself into
No,
torpor.
Earth Meld lets you go to sleep. You could, any vampire could put themselves into torpor. It's called voluntary torpor.
Oh.
Yep. Earth Meld is
I
how you
sneak
get
into the ground in my forest for that.
for torpor. No, like that could be like a personal thing, but you can go into torpor at any time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do have to set a time when I go into the ground, but yeah, alright. Yeah, I'll put myself into torpor.
Awesome.
Voluntary torpor.
And if Sabbat
I
comes,
trust Ophelia, you know, she's given me control before. She might be my last chance at freedom.
At the very least, you know that that Quentin won't let them just outright kill you.
beautiful. Meanwhile, back with the Reeds. Basher's in torpor. Charlie's off somewhere with the Cardinal.
Anya's the only sane one left over there.
These guys are no longer acting in celerity. His High Holiness, the most revered, the Regent, gestures to Anya to come forward. Come forward, child.
She'll step forward. You know, somewhere in between the space.
Yep. So the Seraphim will not full football kick, just gently nudges Basher to your feet.
I'll take care of that in a minute.
He sits down on the altar among the corpses that he was practicing for his rite with. You need my attention. You have it.
Very quick question. Is my packmate safe with Cardinal Volgire outside?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. Hope she's having fun.
Charlie, you are having a lot of fun.
Yes. Yay.
We were sent by Cardinal Miranda the Baptizer to warn you of a potential attack. We had a list of suspects, one of which looks exactly like Seraphim here.
Oh, let me guess. Is it Warlord Karsh?
That's the one.
I swear to God, if I ever meet Warlord, grumble, grumble, grumble. If I ever meet Karsh, I'm going to kill him. Grumble, 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 grumble. Why does this happen every 10 years? Grumble, 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 grumble.
So you see Reverend's concern.
His faith is
I'm
strong.
very excited.
I will not fault someone for seeking to defend the faith of the church.
That he will do. Every time.
Your pack seems very dedicated and loyal to the Sabbat.
We are.
Very well. Stay, drink, eat. I'd love to pick your brain more. And maybe I'll steal you away from that diocese and put you to better, more purposeful work.
I am always open to new options and possibilities.
Would you like to wake that one up?
Okay.
Let me rephrase. Would you please wake him up?
Anything for you?
Don't say that. You're a free K-Knight. You can do what you want.
I choose to do.
There we go.
Anything.
For me. Got it.
More blood. More.
Don't let the loyalists hear anything for you. Please don't do that. All right. Basher, you wake up.
I sit up scrambling, trying to find a weapon, trying to defend the region.
Stop.
Surf him again.
I will knock you out again. Don't think I won't.
Something happened while I was out, didn't it?
We had a conversation.
Yes, reasonable conversation.
The Rations are like, we talked.
I'll set my
Hilt.
Broken hilt.
hilt with a small sliver that could not hurt a fly, but seemed better than nothing down. I see. I stand up.
Anya's brother, well, you don't know it's her brother because you were in torpor, was like, good news, Priest Basher. Reverend Basher, if you would. Your pack's moving to Mexico City. I look forward to instructing you in further spirituality of our great church.
Oh, awesome. I look forward to that too.
The Regent studies you for a moment or two. It's like, you were truly willing to face your eternal damnation to keep me safe. You fought an adversary that you had zero chance of ever overcoming. But that didn't matter to you.
The point was you would have had time to defend yourself. Yes.
I'm stronger than him, but thank you, all the same. I see great potential in things, in your mindset and your mentality. I would name you one of my Templars, Basher.
I would be honored to accept.
Are you an honorable K-Knight?
I'd like to think so.
Then you accept.
Pets him on the head.
Does that mean I'm no longer her pack bishop? That means I'm no longer the pack priest, right?
Yes, no, you still have to have a pack, and you can still lead in priestly duties, but if I send you on a mission, it just means your pack might go with you. Don't worry, it'll be fine. You can empathy check that if you want.
I'm very sure that it... Yes, let's empathy check that.
Yeah, I will too.
Why not? The final roll of the game.
Well,
It's fine. Why wouldn't it be fine?
One success via Anya. He means well, but he knows that based on what he just saw, Basher might get in over his head very quickly.
It's wits empathy or intelligence empathy?
It is perception empathy.
Perception empathy. That's why that didn't sound right.
yeah, that is. Anya finds that totally fair, and she says nothing.
Yep, same thing. It's like he means well, he means things will be fine, but there's also this sense of like there might be things that are out of his level that could put him in danger. But he means well. He has faith in Basher. He just needs
have a lot to
practice,
learn.
time, teaching, learning. Exactly. And I look forward to seeing your performances tomorrow. Do you have a packmates named Mitch and Quentin?
Oh,
Yes.
Mitch has been taken by the Inquisition. They are trying to save his immortal soul.
ah,
Oh.
well, that is very nice.
Of course. We're a church.
We
We're of the
save each other.
faith.
That's what we do.
If it's possible he can be saved, he will be saved. And if not, well then we'll deal with that later. But I have faith. I look forward to seeing your performances tomorrow for the Palla Grande.
Oh, thank you.
And look at this happy ending! This happy Sabbat monster ending! Charlie hooked up with the super hot cardinal. Quentin and Mitch fought some infernalists. You guys are maybe moving. You guys are maybe moving to Mexico.
Yeah. No, as soon as you said that the Tremere guy started, the Tremere icon started spewing spiders, I was like, oh, these guys are bad news.
Yes. Not a single elder down there. At least not with your group, Quentin and Mitch.
Thank God.
But yes, we touched on a lot of the great things that make the Sabbat awesome. There's being monsters, the infernalism epidemic, a little bit of politics for some of you that are familiar with Vampire. The Toreador Antitribu at some point totally betray the Sabbat and leave and join the Camarilla, which are the Volgiri. So there was a double agent there. It just is not the one that you thought it was. It's the one Charlie's hooking up with.
Yeah.
The one trying to convert Charlie.
Not convert,
Keep crying
seduce.
about it.
Seduce.
The ship that sent me was a Tremere. That lined up conveniently.
Yep, Tremere Antitribu were constantly always feared in the Sabbat because most of their thom that they get is of an infernal nature, such as evil revelations and other wonderful fun-filled things. Tremere Antitribu are bad. So when you picked Orlando Young, I was like, it's like, how's everything Mitch doing? Like, just lining up perfectly with the themes that I'm doing. It's, this is a great little short mini Sabbat story to give. Just, Sabbat usually gets like dunked on. A lot of people are like, Sabbat is like dumb, and it's just like people being monsters. It's so much fun to play because there's so many different themes involved in it that make it so much better than Cam of let's just sit around and try to backstab each other. There's still backstabbing in the Sabbat, sure, but
But it's more.
there's purpose
Yeah.
in the Sabbat.
Yeah.
Plus, could you imagine Anya or Mitch and the Camarilla? Ew.
I can imagine Anya and the Camarilla is just less on a path and more like, fuck you, I do what I want. Mitch and the Camarilla, that'd be interesting. I'd really like to see that.
I don't
Anya
know.
probably would be a prince.
That would
yeah.
be short-lived, yeah.
I don't think it'd be short-lived. It would determine if Mitch is in the Camarilla and learned to be a little bit more tight-lipped. It would be very fun to, as somebody who's pulled off playing an Infernalist in the Camarilla setting before. It's like it is very anxiety-inducing, but
Hard, not impossible.
but hella fun to try to navigate and circumvent and be like, I'm not bad. That person's bad. Away. Mitch. All right, so I'm gonna. First of all, you guys do your props. So we'll start with. We'll go reverse order. Anya.
I'm gonna give it to Charlie for, with a lot of help, finally finding some kind of time for fun.
Yeah, she finally learned that she
Yay.
can't do all work. Basher.
This game or for the whole.
For the whole everything. It's the end. It's the end of the campaign.
Oh, I gotta give it to Mitch then, for just the complexity of the character and trying to run 3 different personalities intertwined. When honestly, it felt like, at least to me, at a few points, he wasn't even sure who was in charge at the moment, and it was. I mean, tons of
great.
respect. That was an incredible character to have to play and try to portray, especially for your first run through the Sabbat game. That was incredibly fun.
Quentin.
Really well done.
Mine is going to Anya for her just continuous girl bossing the entire fucking campaign. Just complete manhandling of the entire pack at some point.
Except
And
Charlie.
Just great.
Charlie.
I'm gonna give it to Chef for being like the dad of the group, but still like the mom or the pants in the relationship for the most part, which was Anya. And also, like, I thought it was funny, you just ran in with a sword, like, get down, protect yourself, and then immediately got knocked on your ass while mom had a civil conversation with everybody in the room.
When have you ever known me not to make a dramatic gesture?
And Mitch.
Never.
And Mitch.
Mitch, who made the campaign awesome for you, man?
I gotta give it to you, the storyteller. The amount of agency you gave me as a player, like, yeah, sometimes I lost control, I had to make a willpower roll, or it was up to you, but other times I got to choose it. And all the random hijinks I got to do with my character.
So,
This is great.
yep. I am stealing this from Jen. Usually, like, this is where I'd leave it off, but oh man. Okay, so Ashley, like, you're currently on a big, I'm playing the fighty character kick. You did it in Strange Origins. You've done it here. You're going to be doing it in Old Gods, which starts next week.
No, I'm doing more of a protective.
Still a fighter. You're still going to be the fightiest person on the team currently. I've loved that you like continue to try out different roles and different things. It was nice to see you play a combat character that was actually good at combat too. Because, like, you know, it was a matter of dice rolls in Strange Origins, but Gray wasn't something necessarily like feared. It's like Quentin, you were a really good fighter, and it's awesome to see you expand your characters from, like, say, the last vampire game with your Tremere. It was just like, I'm gonna sneak and know stuff, versus now it's just like, what's up? No, Quentin took more of a prominent role in things, and it was really it's awesome to see you continuously coming out of your shell. Speaking of coming out of their shells, Artie. It's like you continue to run a gamut of different things. Like, you're more of a throw at the wall with your characters, and it's awesome. Like, because I'm your first storyteller. As far as I know, I'm still like your only storyteller. It's like, but watching your growth as a player just continues to just give me just pure joy. Pure joy. It's like Artie just embraces everything, and she's always just like, I'll play whatever game. Just put me in the game. Put me in.
I have my own fun.
Chef, I love your willingness to, even at your own characters and sometimes yourself, your own like personal expense, like, you dedicate hard to everything you try to role play, and it's always great. Even sometimes it's like, that's not a good decision. But it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome role play. And as long as you continue to remember that none of us hate you and none of us dislike you, we love you. We love playing with you. Keep being you, please. Jen, my partner, my partner in crime, the mommy to the daddy, the yin to the yang. It's like, I love this character. I have sung her praises to you in private so many times. She is an amazing character. It's nice to see you embrace girl boss mode for the first time since Lexi, but in a very, very different way. And
It was a very nice, fresh breath of air compared to your last bitchy character.
And Mitch, dude, I am so happy Jen found you on a random Facebook group.
Yes.
I really am. Like you, when you told me like this is going to be your first time actually getting to play vampire, I wanted to make it special for you, which, like, for example, when I had everybody like make their characters and send them to me to review because life was crazy, I was getting busy, and like you had made Mitch originally in like 5th edition, I was like, okay, no, but I loved everything that you were putting down, and it's like we're going to find ways to work around. We're going to find ways to make everything that I can make work that you had for your character ideas, we're going to make it work. And so like I loved it. Your attention to detail, your recaps that you sent the group every time. Like, you are an amazing addition and an awesome role player. And I genuinely, sincerely hope I will get you again in another future game.
I hope I get to play Mitch again at some point, because that'll be fun.
Well, Sabbat had a very happy cliffhangery ending. There's room for more Sabbat, should it ever win in a vote.
One thing I really enjoy about this campaign is the first session, Quentin and I were flying away as a vulture and a bat. The last session, we flew away as a vulture and a bat.
It ended the same way it began, and it was beautiful.
Holy Jesus.
This was an awesome group. This is an awesome game. We didn't do this earlier because I wanted to just jump straight in, but Discord. If you're not part of our Discord community, come join us over on Discord. Discord is how you sign up for the games. It's how we vote for the games. We currently have begun the votes for the first season of 2024, which is a Werewolf the Apocalypse versus a Dungeons and Dragons. It's continuations of the old werewolf game I was running, Rise of the Phoenix, versus part 2 of Isle of Osmo. So please join our Discord, continue to vote for the things, and we'll see where that lands. YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, thank you so much for watching us on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, all of our games end up edited down and over there and live there forever. So if you ever want to go back and watch all these crazy Sabbat shenanigans, there's a playlist called Palla Grande Time. You will find all the episodes there, edited down. A lot of the chatter taken out, and just the game itself. And beautiful. And of course, as always, if you would love to help support us, if you like these cool maps that we have, if you want the players to have source materials and books, if you like cool merch, Sabbat prayer candles are things that are happening in the next merch bundle. Consider supporting us over on Patreon. Please, 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 please. All money goes back into the channel, the community, everything. It is not my personal funds. It is not in any way I make money. I work a real job for that, Bill. But we would love to be able to continue doing these things that we love in this hobby and love and passion that is tabletop role-playing.
Another reminder, it's not a cult.
It's not a cult. I am DM Daddy RPG. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for the finale of Hunter the Reckoning. And if not, our new games, the final season of 2023 begins next weekend with a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition called Cold Snap, being run by JenOfThieves, player of Anya. Next Saturday will be Welcome Home. I finally, for the first time in a year proper, am returning back to horror. I haven't done it since Midnight World, and we are doing an Old Gods of Appalachia campaign on Saturdays from noon to 3. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, is that
Watch it.
And the next Sunday is our Christmas special. A Monster of the Week Christmas special. Nothing bad's gonna happen to Christmas.
They're totally not gonna have to fight Krampus.
Maybe Krampus will be one of the freaking characters. There is a whole monstrous class where you can be a monster.
There
Just saying. Just saying. Who knows? Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching us, liking us, TikTok, on YouTube, joining our Discord community. And I will see you next time. Until then, we had Anya, portrayed by JenOfThieves. Reverend Basher, portrayed by Chef Corhall. Mitch, portrayed by Mitch. Charlie, portrayed by Artie Dutu. And Quentin, portrayed by Ashley of Many Names.
Yeah. We need to just try to do that.
If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And we will see you next time. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Daddy loves you.
Yeah.